Yo, what's up, world? This is Jay Rebel, man. Reaching out to you, let you know, man. Here with a King. We about to put a webisode out with you with the Street Cries. Think you'll like it. Check it out. One love. Rebel One.
I'm heard from Wild Sun Media. I'm sitting here with Jay Rebel from Rebel One Music. How you doing today, Jay?
I'm good.
We're here to talk about your new webisode and your movement, Street Cries. You know,
Yeah.
mind give me a few minutes of your time?
Hey, man, no problem.
Yo, tell me a little bit about Street Cries.
Well, Street Cries, man, is a compilation of different things that we have been putting together for about a year or two. Me and my cousin Poop. Um, it's based from observation and experience point of view. You know what I'm saying, about the different type of struggles that we've been confronting on an everyday basis with the loss of the youth, you know, the different deaths of them, the violent crimes that they're committing, the outcry that we all have from our neighborhoods is a reflection, you know, of how a lot of the youth are not being assisted correctly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I get you. Now you mentioned your cousin Pook. Pook is also one of the writers and also a cast member on Street
Pook,
Cries.
Pook a big influence on it. You know, we chop game up on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? We sit down and we carry conversation about things that we see going on in our neighborhoods, what we see on TV, what we get from the news, and the other little things that you have on the networks.
What are you looking to achieve through Street Cries in your music?
Inform the community, bring awareness to the community, and have an impact on the outcome. Far as bringing a result to the crime and the violence that's going on, try to put a damper on it, bring awareness that we only hurting ourselves in the process of what we're doing. I mean, everybody angry, so let's get to the point of
Right.
why we're angry. I mean, literally, get to the point on why we're so angry.
So being that Rebel is such a strong name and it has a large meaning, where did the name J Rebel stem from? Personality wise with you.
Because I'm passionate about the things I know. I'm going beyond believing, but the things I know to be factual in life, and a lot of things I see is so repetitious, like we're not able to learn the lessons that already been presented in front of us, and we keep slipping over the same tricks. You know, it makes me real passionate to have a resentment towards it. So I don't want to have a resentment in a way where it's gonna be a negative. So I came up with a way to deal with it in a constructive and positive way. So through the music, through the roles, through the plays that we write up, Pook and I, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be the opposite of what's being pushed on us.
Understood.
Yeah.
So that leads me to my next question. At this particular time, with everything that's going on socially in the world right now, what positive message are you looking to push forward for the young kids that may pick up a J Rebel EP and say, wow, I saw his videos, I saw his interview, and his music is everything that, you know, he said it was going to be. What information, what expression are you looking to put out there over that?
To go along coincide with that
Right.
is I stand for independency for all of us. I'm talking about across the board as one nation. We need to strive for our independency and stop being a codependent on our oppressor.
That's a deep answer. So that leads me to ask you this: dependency. How do we become independent?
We're 100% dependent.
How do we become
We're
independent?
Well, recognizing our position, recognizing who we are, recognizing the struggles that is at hand and the decisions we need to make as a people. Who respect anyone who's not standing on their own 2 feet, man? Who respects any individual who's not producing their own? Who?
Yeah.
So how are we asking for acceptance from other people, other nations, when they're doing their thing and they're utilizing us too in the same process? and we are helping them in their things. But for our own, we have nothing. We stand on nothing at all.
Good answer.
Yeah.
So, the advice that you have for a 15-year-old that may have heard your song and saw you in a video or in your webisode, and he sees you in a corner store, and he comes up to you and says, J Rebel, I really like your song. Like, what I need to focus on right now? What would you tell him?
Really though, the first thing I would like to do to the youth, man, I'm talking about anybody under 18. Anybody from 18 all the way down to a toddler. The generations before them need to apologize. I mean, they just straight up, they need to apologize to them because we conditioned them to be in the same conditions we're in. The generation before me conditioned me to be in the same state that I'm in. Only before the awareness of self, it was the generation before me that gave me the mentality I had.
Right.
So all we're doing is we're taking, what's the name of the little game when you're running and stuff, and you take the stick and you pass it to the next man, they run, and you catch them. When you run the relay. What kind of relay we running? It's a consistent cycle of nowhere. I mean, we're not producing nothing, we're not owning nothing. We're not standing around having no respect for our youth. We say we love our youth, but who's protecting our youth when they can go to a TV, telephone, cell phone, any kind of device and have access to anything?
Wow, good answer.
Yeah.
Right. So where's J Rebel from? What
Native
part of
of
the world?
Columbus, Georgia.
Columbus, Georgia?
Yeah, man. The dirty.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
Mom and dad?
Mom and dad.
Great-grandmama, great-granddad?
Great-grandmama, great-granddad.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, so I know Columbus all the way from the inside out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That puts you in a position to connect with everybody in Columbus.
Yeah, but it's no different.
In your general area, that is.
But it's no different than no other area that you got majority black people.
Right.
It's no different. It's the same program.
Right. So, people that's listening to this interview and listening to your music and seeing the webisode, where can they contact you at on your social platforms?
It's J Rebel on all platforms.
J Rebel.
On all platforms.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Hey, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man.
Hey, man, it's always good popping with you. You know what I'm saying? You keep it real and you keep your ear to the streets and you know the things that the streets need to hear.
I'm looking forward to the next interview then, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you too, man. So, to everybody that's out there, we got some programs coming to you and everything about us is going to be constructive and we're about building.
Any shout outs you got at this moment to close it out?
Yeah, I got a few shout outs, you know what I'm saying? My team, my family members, and all those that believed in us from day one. They know who they are.
That's what's up. Good talking to you, J Rebel.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
One love.
One. Rebel One Music.